gives out the exact number, which shocks the big boss. The accountant beside him is also dumbfounded. They all think that they have encountered a math genius and can't fool him at all. In the end, Bernard gets the building that is initially priced at more than $2.4 million for just $1.56 million. From then on, whenever Bernard goes in or out of the building, the president of every bank will come to shake his hand. The little manager who made things difficult for him in the past is shocked. With the support of the banking industry, Bernard and Joe's real estate careers expand rapidly. They break the strict zoning of Los Angeles's black and white segregation single-handedly. Many young and promising blacks move into white neighborhoods. Soon after, they even get received by the vice president. Several years later, in 1963, Bernard takes his family back to Texas to visit his father, Britton. After their dinner, Britton tells Bernard that he's proud of his accomplishments. The next day, Bernard walks around town with his son. Before they know it, they are standing in front of the bank where Bernard worked as a shoeshine boy. At that time, Texas was the most racist place in America. They meet a young boy shining shoes just like Bernard used to when he was little. To Bernard's surprise, the boy will only work on the shoes of white people. This little incident touches Bernard and awakens his sense of responsibility to his fellow man. He secretly makes up his mind that he must change the status quo and help the black community in his hometown get better housing. The next day, Bernard visits Joe and tells him that they should buy the mainland bank in Texas. Joe thinks Bernard is out of his mind for even thinking about it because the racism in Texas is so severe. But Bernard manages to show compelling reasons to make the purchase. In the end, Joe agrees to help Bernard out. They recruit Matt again and use him to be their frontman once more. They meet with the bank owner, Robert Florence Sr. and Jr., to discuss the numbers of the deal. Despite Florence Jr.'s suspicions, Sr. sells the bank to Matt and his partners. With the mainland bank acquired, Bernard gets to work and starts helping the African Americans in town get accrued for loans. It would seem that Bernard's goal is to help his fellow men get a fair chance at housing and even money-making opportunities. Things go well for a time until Florence Jr. starts investigating the loans that their bank approves. One day, Florence follows Matt and meets up with Bernard and Joe. He confronts them about the loans they approved and threatens them with a letter from the U.S. Treasury Department. He says that the department will inspect the bank's operations in 1 month. As Florence Jr. leaves, the guys discuss their next moves. During that time, Matt comes up with a suggestion. He suggests that they buy another bank and transfer the problem loans from mainland to that bank. They discuss the purchase of the Bank of Marlon Moore, and Bernard says the main problem is overseeing the operations of the bank. In response, Matt suggests that he be allowed to run the new bank. Bernard expresses his discomfort with the idea, but he eventually settles with letting Eunice keep an eye on Matt. In the end, Matt gets to run his bank just like he wanted. The next day, Matt meets up with a lawyer and starts signing loan contracts on his signal. Sometime later, Matt receives a call from Florence Jr. regarding clients that want to withdraw all their money from mainland. To make matters worse, a federal bank examiner arrives at Marlon. To help Matt, Bernard forces himself to dress up as a janitor so he can get close during the meeting. Unfortunately, it doesn't make a difference since the examiner discovers a critical problem on several loans. Bernard is in disbelief that the absurd loans got approved. Eventually, they learn that it was Florence Jr.'s doing all along. It turns out that while rushing to run his bank, Matt skipped protocols and used a lawyer that Florence recommended. Through that, Florence was able to sneak in the problematic loans. Sometime later, Bernard and Joe tell Matt that the most rational move they can make is to walk away from the Bank of Marlon. Unwilling to let his bank go, Matt makes a move without letting his partners know. Joe learns about his move the next day and rushes to mainland bank with Bernard.